Hey guys, it's Siobhan with To Kitty and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a quick energy update once again, as there is some noteworthy occurrences to report. So, first and foremost, Schumann resonance is still fairly low. It's been generally calm for the past few weeks, with the exception of any time that I've reported on something of exceptional power coming through. But as of right now, we're sitting at about 18. What I wanted to talk about, though, was something that was reported on the Schumann resonance site that I check, which I will leave in the description box below if you guys want to check out the link to that, as well as originally reported on spaceweather.com. So I saw originally it being posted on the Disclosure News IT, which is where I check my Schumann resonance reports daily, and there was an occurrence in Norway where a shock wave of sorts created electrical current in the soil. So basically what happened, as reported by spaceweather.com, was that 15 minutes before that this was recorded at a physical level here on the Earth, they noted a shift of 180 degrees in the polarity of the electromagnetic field, the interplanetary electromagnetic field, the IMF. So it's not the electromagnetic field of the Earth, it's one that sits out a bit further out. So what they account this to is our Earth passing through what is called the heliospheric current sheet. So this is kind of like a big swirling current of energy of the solar system that we're in. It's created by the sun and all of the other factors, the energetic factors in our solar system of planets and things like that. It's swirling around as energy tends to do, like water. So we can think about this as us going into a new current system. So as if we were swimming underwater, we went from one current system into another. So we're being pushed in a new direction almost, or experiencing a shift in our electromagnetic field. And our new solar cycle is starting as well. So the polarity of the solar sunspots has shifted as well and reversed. So I feel like this is very significant. I feel like this is something to take note of, that we've basically kind of passed into new territory. Every day we're moving into unknown territory space-wise. We're not just like circling around and around in a circle. We're barreling through space. And so we're constantly moving into new zones, new areas of space. And each area will have a different energetic frequency. So part of the reason why humanity is ascending right now is not simply just because of the precession of the equinoxes, the 13,000 year cycles, but also because of the shift in where we are in space. So we're aligning with higher frequency energy simply just by being there. So it's like when you walk into a room and the energy is just really good in that room, all the people are super positive, and it immediately shifts your energy. You start to become more positive. You feel better about yourself, and you feel into that, you feed on that. That's kind of what is happening now energetically with the planet. We're moving into higher frequency realms. Now, that being said, there's still a lot of lower frequency coming to the surface on the Earth, as we see with a lot of the conflict in the news. And I'm not going to get into that because I have a little bit to say about it later, things that have been coming through synchronistically and things that I've been hearing, seeing, feeling repeatedly from my higher self or my guides. So before I jump into that, I wanted to talk about the lunar eclipse that we're also having. So this is sort of on a smaller scale, not necessarily a huge solar system, but our little moon and earth relationship that we've got going on. So we have a penumbral lunar eclipse in Cancer on January 10th. So what this is basically, it's not like a full lunar eclipse, it's just like a partial shadow almost. It's just going to be like a darkening of the moon. But what this full moon really represents is emotional nurturing and relationships. That's what I've been feeling out from this full moon. It's been very much about connecting, reconnecting, understanding the relationship dynamics at a deeper level, and how we stand in our power or how we're draining our power. So something to keep in mind as we move through this eclipse season. And the eclipses themselves are all about letting go. It's about things coming to a head or being released that need to be released. Things that are no longer in alignment with you are being taken away, or you're being asked to move forward. So it's a big level up, but sometimes as we do that, it can be a little bit difficult to transition. And that's why the eclipse seasons are often associated with a little bit of chaos and change. Nobody likes change, let's just say it. We do like change once we're established in the change and we feel really confident about where we are, but nobody likes change initially. It's a little bit scary to be out of our comfort zone. Sorry. Okay, so now the thing that I did want to talk about when it comes to the news and when it comes to some of the negative energy that's still coming up right now is that as we move into higher vibrational realms, not only in space, but within ourselves, there's purging, right? It's like the sickness needs to come up and out. We need to get rid of it. It cannot exist within that frequency vibration any longer. It becomes incompatible. So where the high vibration is, all of this lower stuff has to come up. And the high vibration is the catalyst for this. So basically, as we are going through this ascension process, there's lots of purging. We all know this and it comes in cycles. But right now I'm seeing it on a very large scale. So it's worldwide. This is physical earth purging with fire and water. So we've had floods and fires all over the place. And this is not just, this year. We're not even like a week. We're like a week into this year. Already it's like a gong show. It's not really. It's all in divine timing. It's all in divine alignment. And our human mind has a tendency to resist that. Our human mind has a tendency to not understand the processes of rejuvenation. Things need to burn to be reborn, but we're very much attached to life that we have here. And so we go, oh, there's death. It's a horrible thing. And it is, to be fair. It's hard. I'm not saying death is an easy process for anybody, either the watcher or the experiencer, but it's not the end. Death is not the end. It's a transformation. It's a transition. It's a cleansing. It's a purification. It's also a purging of souls who have chosen to leave at this time. There's a gateway that's open for those who are not going to continue on the ascension journey for whatever reason. Either they've chosen that or they can't energetically or what have you, but it's their free will to leave, and so we honor that. Now, that being said, of course, I want people to support people emotionally who have gone through loss, and I want to be able to be there for people who have gone through loss. So please reach out to me if you're in need of some spiritual counseling, energetic healing, or some general guidance. So beyond that, the purging is becoming almost like a political thing where the word that I keep hearing in my mind and the word that I keep seeing all around me, and it's just there. This word, it will not go away. Tyrant. The word tyrant keeps coming up in my reality. And as I'm saying this, I'm getting a download in my right ear, which I associate with the higher realm. So I've got a frequency shift right now. Confirmation. Thank you from my guides and angels that, this is something that is globally, world scale, needing to be acknowledged. So what is a tyrant? A tyrant is somebody who is a despot, a ruler, authoritarian, somebody who takes over and imposes their will onto whoever they're in control of. So it's ultimately boils down to control and power. And those two aspects, when used in harmony and through love, can be extremely empowering and liberating and freeing. But when those aspects are used in the shadow side through fear, which is needing to control out of a feeling of lack or separation, or needing power out of a feeling of lack or separation, these aspects become definitely toxic. and not what we want. I mean, if that's what you want, that's fine. It's free will. You can do your thing. But on a global scale, the tyrant archetype is being brought to the surface for us to look at, for us to understand at a deeper level, and to find where we resonate with that. Do we heal that within ourselves, or have we healed that within ourselves, or are we still rejecting that? Are we still pushing that aspect of ourselves away and therefore hating the tyrant, rather than trying to find ways to heal that within ourselves so that we don't contribute our energy to that? So anything that you oppose, you contribute your energy to. Keep that in mind. So don't go out protesting something you don't like. Go and support something that you do like. That's the best thing that you can do, energetically speaking, when you want to erase or have something become less prevalent. So tyrants are coming up. This is something, excuse me, I'm currently sick. So struggling with my throat at the moment, but it's 11:11 as I looked up at the time. So perhaps that's a message from my guides for me to stop talking so much and just get to the point. The point I'm trying to make here is that there's tyrants that are in our world. They're the CEOs, they're the corporations, they're the world bank holders, I won't say the names, but you know who they are. And if you don't know who they are, I highly recommend that you go and do your research and find out who these people are. And, at like a sort of a small scale, we've got presidents and leaders of countries, not always tyrants, but they can be if allowed to have free reign. So the thing that kept coming through also with the word tyrant was arena. And at first I didn't really know how this kind of went together. I was like, tyrant, arena, what do those have in common? And they kept taking me back and seeing in my mind's eye, I was having these visions of gladiator times. So, and then the movie Gladiator kept coming to mind because that was very much embodying this energy. It's being put into the arena, being put on display, battling, conflict, and the tyrant controlling it all. So I think you all know who I'm talking about here and the political situation that I'm talking about. And I don't want to refer to it because I don't want to add energy to it. But I wanted to just share what's been coming through because I don't like to talk about politics, but this is something that they've continued to berate me with, like kind of hitting me over the head with tyrant, arena. So this is something that's going to be seen on a larger scale. The arena being the planet, society, the news, media. The arena is there, the tyrant is there, and the people in the stands are now going to have to choose what we want. Because we can't just sit there and be pawns anymore. We kind of have to vote with our energy. We have to vote with our money. We have to create change from the grass up, grassroots movements. We have to see and be what we want to be in the world or what we want to see in the world. So embodying empowerment will remove the power that the tyrants have over us. So I think that's all I wanted to say. Very much about finding where that sort of tyrannical energy plays out in your life. And the Emperor card was coming out before as I was shuffling. Let me see if I've got it on the top here. Yeah. The Emperor card was showing up as a sort of indication of this tyrant energy in the negative sense. In the shadow sense, the Emperor can be a tyrant. He can be manipulative. He can seek out negative ends for his power. Right? But at the highest level in the light, through love, the Emperor is a compassionate leader, a ruler who is looking out for the well-being of his subjects or of his people. So there's always yin and yang. There's always dark within the light. There's always light within the dark. And so whatever's happening right now on the world stage is unfortunately divinely guided. And it's not unfortunate, but it's hard for us to see the positive in certain things like this when it comes to war, destruction, death, global catastrophes. It's hard for us to be like, oh yeah, that's divinely guided. Thank you, angels. But it's kind of what it is. It's necessary for us to start to try to see it in that light, that everything happens for a reason, and that it's really just about letting go of our need to control the situation out of fear and trusting that this is all going to work out for the best, that aligning our highest intention and our beliefs with what we are seeing can help to shift what we're seeing in the world. So be the change within yourself to see the change within the world. And that's just, I think that's all I wanted to say today. I don't want to get too deep into it. I don't like talking about politics. I don't watch the news, but this has been coming into my reality left, right, and center. It's just being shoved down my throat. And so this is something shoved down my throat, like literally. This is something that I have to talk about. I'm being urged to talk about it. And so I'm here and I'm talking about it. Okay, guys? So go easy on me. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I love you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here, supporting the channel. If you resonated, don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Stick around for more. I do energy updates, spiritual chit chats, and monthly horoscope readings with tarot and oracle. Also, if you guys are looking for support of any kind, please reach out to me. I am a registered Reiki master practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot therapist, and I would love to support you in any of your spiritual counseling needs. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.